Okay, so I'm back here with the new planter that I got from Biggs Farm Equipment. But anyway, um, this is the next day uh, for me on this, so I'm still setting up a few things, but I got it mostly together yesterday. But what I'm going to try to do this evening, I did get my fertilizer out today for my corn, so the field is officially ready to plant. Um, but and the burn down's good. Uh, so everything's pretty well dead there. It's actually really dead. But anyway, what I was gonna try to get done here tonight. It's gonna be a few more days before I can plant. Because of the forecast looking that way anyway. But I've got these precision planting uh, corn meters, precision meter, uh, and I have them mounted here to my hoppers already. Um, so one of the things I'm going to be doing here is installing this piece, which goes on right here, and there's a set of keys. What do I do with them? I set them here somewhere. Anyway, there's a key that goes through that little hole right there. But anyway, this drive here is what comes in contact with this drive here on the planter and actually works this corn meter. So I'll be putting those on, and I'm also gonna be, I may have to take this meter back off, which is just too nuts, but there's this adjustable brush handle and a little decal that goes on that you can adjust the brush inside this for the different shape of your seed. I don't know if you can see that on that little sticker there, but it shows different sizes of seed, and you can adjust your brush based on what size seed you're using. So I'm gonna try to get those on. Basically, at that point, I'll be to a point where I can try to do some calibration with this drill. I think, note in the other video, the drive over here. So you have all these different sprockets here. So I've got my sprockets set per the chart that he provided me for what I think will be real close to the seeding rate that I'm going with. So his chart, it basically gives you some different seed rates that you're trying to achieve, and basically which sprocket goes here and which sprocket goes here to achieve that rate. And the way the chart's done, it's by the number of teeth on the sprocket, so it's pretty easy to figure out what you need. You just count the teeth and select that sprocket, and some you can flip around in the different ways. And then you got a tensioner here that is you just tighten that up and keeps your chain drive tight here. I did get it hooked to the tractor. It's not hooked up to the tractor right now because I did use the Massey earlier today to put out my fertilizer, because it's the one that's got the GPS on it. But I did have it hooked up earlier or yesterday, and then until I unhooked it today. I did one little dry run with it yesterday, just on some grass. I wanted to see how it would do. It looks like it's going to do pretty good. I need to get some water in this tank and get some weight in it, and that way, because it looks like I need to adjust my down pressure spring right here, maybe to the max setting with me trying to get that front no-till coulter in and everything else here. Because when I put it on the highest setting, I had a little trouble getting the this main mounting frame to go low enough for where it needs to be for these planters to set at an optimal field planting condition. So with it on the setting I got it on now, it would set down to where I needed it. Basically would have these bars here level so that this had plenty of travel in the field. But when I put it on the highest one, I couldn't get to go down far enough. But that was with this tank empty. So if I can get water in this tank and weight it up, it should allow me to let that thing set down and get all the pressure I need on these two units here. The only other oddity I run into, and it's partially this tractor and partially, I believe he set this up for a quick hitch, which I do not have for this size tractor. I've only got one, and it's on the baby tractor, and it is, I done measured it. I don't even know if it was stout enough for this, but it's a different dimensions. It won't work. But the issue I've got is my top link pivot is so high here that when I have my drawbars here hooked up, they're at one angle, but my top link is pointed down at another angle. So what happens is when I pick this thing up, instead of it coming up level or coming up with the back end of the planter up, it's kind of coming up like that and the back end pointed down, which ain't a big problem. I'll have to adjust it for transport, and then when I get to the field I'll have to adjust it again. It would be nice if I had a hydraulic top link, which is another thing I do not have. I actually looked at a hydraulic cylinder on my brush grapple a while ago, so I thought, man, if it would fit, and it's about the right length, but it's not going to fit. The ends on it are too wide, but it's already got short hoses on it and everything. I could plug right in the tractor. But if I had a hydraulic top link, I could get this thing level, I think, when I need it level, and then level for field work when I need it. But anyway, that's another thing. But anyway, I'm going to dive into these meters and see if I can get the rest of this thing put back together, and hopefully the next video will be me actually putting some seed through it here and doing a calibration run and making sure everything's putting out seed like I need it to. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya. Okay, so thought I'd go ahead and show y'all this little precision meter brush setting little handle right here, our tool. It actually has a keeper that clips in there. I guess you could leave it off if you wanted to. I just went ahead and installed them, and I put the sticker on. I cleaned this with some alcohol up here, and got that on there good. So what I found out is this little sticker, I know you're looking at it upside down, it has these 5 settings, but I counted like 9 notches for this little tool right here. So it basically, you can see it, it goes down in here and fits in a little slot, and you can turn that brush setting inside there. So it has half notches, so there's a 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, and a 5. So I put it on the 3 right now. I'm not sure which one I need. I've got to figure out. So my corn variety is a 6435 or something like that. I'll have to see if those numbers correlate. I'm still learning on the corn and what the numbers mean, the varieties and all that. So, but that said, I've got that installed. I've already set the hopper on once loosely, and I did get my drive mechanism here installed. So these have a little lockout where you can lock a hopper out where it won't drive. But got that in the key, and I set it on here, and everything lines up here with the drive on the planter, so that's all good. So looks like I'm in business. So I got to pull the other one off, do the same thing there. I did take this meter back off, unbolted it, just so it was easier for me to get that keeper in. There's a keeper like this right here on the back side, or a little lock ring, whatever you call that. But yeah, you get the other side done, and I guess I can see about hooking this back up the tractor. I'm trying to think. It's trying to rain here a little bit right now. Trying to think if I'm gonna need the tractor for anything the next day or two before I hook back up to it. But so I'm not hooking and unhooking. But anyway, yeah, that's that. So all I got to do is figure out where this setting needs to be, and like I said, the instructions that come with it, which are in here, they tell you how to fine tune this, you know, for skips and stuff like that. So anyway, pretty neat. A lot different than a seed drill, that's for sure. But anyway, I'm gonna keep at it. Thanks for watching. See ya.